By now, you probably think that I have some sort of vendetta against breadfruit. And I know a lot of people come for me in the comments when it comes to my relationship with breadfruit. But as a pescatarian, I have to get very creative in the kitchen with the items that my family is able to consume. Many of you will consume breadfruit as is intended by tradition, by the parameters and standards and established regulations placed in Jamaica. For those of you who are Jamaican, as is intended, roast, fried. But when you have to consume breadfruit very often as part of your almost everyday diet, whenever it's available, you have to be creative. And what I'm about to prepare for you now is something that I found out about after being in Jamaica for many years. I think at that point I was almost 17, 18 years living in Jamaica. And I went to a family gathering and I was served this dish. And I thought to myself, why didn't I think of that? Since then, I've only been able to prepare this dish a few times because, as you can see, breadfruit don't ramp very ripe quick. Once you think it's still green, the ripeness is coming through. So today, I have the honor of sharing my way of making this recipe. Nobody told me how to do it. Self-taught, like everything I do. Self-taught preparing this dish. I hope not to trigger anybody. I hope not to hurt anybody's feelings. It's not my intention, please. I'm just trying to share many different ways of preparing items in a creative way. If you feel like you're being triggered about the peeling technique, I am very sorry. And if you are curious on finding out what is it that I am going to be preparing for my family today, stick around. This is my first ever bell pepper. The joy, the satisfaction. And I know that these are absolutely not ready, but this recipe is calling their first and last name. It's a masterpiece. Here is my incredible carrot harvest. This will do. This is more than enough. There is an incredible funny story, remarkable story behind this basil plant, and I am gonna be leaving the link to that story in the description box down below, and I hope that you get to watch it, and once you do, come back here to the comments and let me know your thoughts on that story. Candy and bubble gum? No, no seas. Breadfruit salad. Fully vegan, vegetarian, no egg, no day night. Wow, and the final tip. Make sure to check that link to hear the story about my basil. So fresh. All the ingredients are so crispy. And if you don't have fresh ingredients, you can always open a can. Let me know in the comments if you ever have breadfruit like this, okay? It's been a very long time since we had an egg harvest because unfortunately our dogs had played too rough with two of our laying egg hens, and we managed to get just one more. Unfortunately, in this area there is more roosters than hens, so we have 3 roosters and 1 hen, and she just blessed us with this amazing gift. As you know, I do not eat egg, but my children love them, so this is a win-win. And it's 3 picking we have because we always have to keep one in the nest so that she stays inspired and continues providing for us. Thank you, Mama Hen. Eggs for breakfast. think this is the smallest jackfruit I have ever seen in my life. Let me know in the comments if you have ever seen a jackfruit this small. Smells. Thank you so much for watching. Inshallah.